The word
1918
cosplay is an anime.
Is anime.
It is an anime.
That's why I say
Anime
it is
term.
because
Right.
anime about the early 90s.
Because children have costume contests.
Right.
Yeah.
I just think it's
call it
the
1981.
1918 and, WorldCon, and then WorldCon again is when we started to see Star Trek and then Star Wars things come out. Like, dressing up in costume is, at this point, almost 100 years old, and obviously easily 100 years old. People like dressing up, it's fun.
It's super fun.
But somewhere in, I'm going to say, late 80s, early 90s, anime and started to come through to America. People were getting at subtitles, stuff like that, and Japanese culture and constantly dressing up really flooded the market. And I think you obviously went where your conventions were mostly Star Trek and Star Wars costumes, to suddenly mid-90s to now, it is a plethora of fandoms and genres.
that's when
I started in anime costuming because
I think most people our age would say they started in anime because that's what the scene was.
Probably anyone from 40 and under, they were watching anime, they made a costume from an anime, and then that's what got them into it, and then it's just, I think it just made it more accessible in the American comic conventions that there were other things you could pick up as everything.
Yeah.
I know, I'm heartbroken. The first comic I ever wanted to do was Sailor Venus, and then I never did it, and then Harley Quinn became it. Well, Close Strong had 6 and Harley was the first one.
But I think a lot of it is the anime costumes too. They have their own sort of magic because they're so complex and so it's very different. It's very different from doing a comic book costume because you've got the spandex and the skin tight sexy craziness going on one side, and on the anime side you have frills and ruffles and rhinestones and giant hair, and so it's its own brand of.
But anime conventions, it's part and parcel of dress up, but it wasn't as much a comic convention, and that they started to cross over and merge and make their own babies, and now
do a documentary on. Jinyo should get on this and do a documentary on how this whole started and where it all came from and how it grew to what it is today.
You're getting all the jobs back.
There's
Sewing costumes,
actually
put the documentary together.
He's older than he looks.
I don't want to stop the love fest because it sounds like everyone is genuinely into this, and I'm very happy for that. But I'm getting some messages from people that they're really excited about possibly doing some live art. So if you guys are interested in doing that and still continuing the conversation, maybe we can do that. We can compromise, and we can stay here as long as we want. They're not going to kick us out, but we also know that your time is valuable, and we don't want you to stay here too. All right, well then, how do you want to do this? Do you guys want to stay on stage? We can move the tables out of the way.
That's fine.
All right.
We can go and
okay, well there you go. We'll do that.
Right place because Chandler's supposed to.
I apologize for saying hammer. I need to put out a profit for you.
Because I bought 3 costumes because I didn't know what you guys would want to see. Maybe they want me to change. I didn't know what was happening.
It's usually normal anyway.
That's my favorite costume, and that's why I brought it. Do you guys want me to? I brought Catwoman and Ariel. You have Ariel? And Madam Hydra. Just anybody have a preference?
I rode Subway yesterday to say I look like Ariel.
You're in the animation union building, so